Hola amores, and welcome back to the channel. And to those who don't know me, I am Maritza, currently a graduate master's student in psychology. And today we're going to talk about what? We're going to talk about if you are one of those people out there who maybe has little friends, few friends, or even no friends, then you very likely possess these 5 unique traits that I will be mentioning today. So let's get into it right now. I will share with you the following saying in Spanish that goes like this. La mejor manera de ser feliz con otros es aprendiendo a ser feliz solo. And it means the best way to learn how to be happy with others is learning how to be happy with yourself. Okay? So my loves, we live in a world that really tells us all the time that it is very unhealthy to be alone, right? That if our phones are not constantly buzzing or if our weekends are not packed with social plans, then society tends to label us as maybe lonely or awkward or even broken people. But having a very small circle of friends or even no friends at all right now isn't always a sign of social deficit. And often it's a byproduct of some very specific set of personality traits and can even mean a high level of self-awareness. So, if you are one of those people with little or no friends, then you very likely possess the first trait, which is high selectivity. Most people, listen to me now, most people out there use proximity to choose their friends. Okay, they hang out with whoever is nearby, maybe like a coworker or the neighbor, only to avoid being alone. But you, no, not you. You have a filter, one that most people don't have. You would literally rather be alone with your own thoughts at home than sit through a 2-hour dinner with someone who doesn't get you and who you truly don't get. You are not antisocial, you are just pro-soul. And you are looking for a depth of connection that is rare to find. And because you refuse to settle for surface level filtered friendships, your circle remains small by design. The following trait you may have is called hyperindependence. Listen to me closely. Many people keep friends because they need them for emotional regulation. For what? For help with tasks, for everyday conversations, for constant validation. So, if you have no friends or very few friends, it's often because you have mastered the art of being your own hero. And maybe you're one of those people who already went through something earlier on in their life that taught you that the only person who you can really truly rely on is only yourself. And while this trait does make you incredibly strong and very capable, it also means that you don't signal a need for others. And if you possess this trait, then you've probably built a what? A life where you are self-sufficient. And yes, that is a superpower, but at the same time, it can also mean that it's hard for others to find a place in your life. The third trait you likely possess is one called low tolerance for performance. And I will explain. We need to understand that modern socializing requires a lot of masking. It requires to be laughing, ha ha ha, at everyone's jokes, things that are just not funny, okay? Or to even be participating in gossip, or to be pretending you care a lot for things that you could not care less about. And for many, this is exhausting. So, if you're one of those out there who likely has few or no friends, it's likely because you have a low BS meter. And likely you're one of those who crave authenticity. And the moment that you sense that someone is being fake or that a social group is built on drama and ego, you instinctively retreat yourself because you do not have the energy to play that game, especially knowing that we live in a world that loves those types of games, and you stepping away from that crowd can often leave you maybe being just on the sidelines. The following trait you very likely possess is trait number 4. And it is what? It is that you have acute observational skills. People with few friends or no friends are usually the most observant people in the room. And why? Because you learn to see all the red flags that others often miss. It means you are able to notice all those small inconsistencies in how people treat other people. And it's because why? Because you see the patterns of human behavior very, very clearly. Partly due to what? To the psychology-minded brain that you can possess. You have learned to become very careful about who you trust, and you'd rather opt out of a friendship earlier on because simply you can see exactly where it's going, or you can detect how it will go down 6 months along the way. And you're one of those who can absolutely prioritize your peace over the possibility of a bad friendship. And finally, my loves, trait number 5 of those people with little or with few friends usually describes a person with a what? With a very rich inner world or a high degree of internal stimulation. Why? It's because many people seek out friends. Why? When they are bored or when they're afraid to be their own minds, when they're afraid to be alone. And these people are ones who need external noise to feel alive and empowered. But you, not you. Why? Because you have hobbies, deep interest, and you have a complex internal monologue that keeps you busy all the time. Whether it's your studies, your music, your business, or just your own reflections, you know that you are in great, amazing company with you and by yourself. And especially when your internal world is so loud and so interesting, that silence of not having friends or little friends does not feel like a vacuum, it feels like a workspace. And with this, we have reached the end of today's video, but I invite all of you to connect with me through Instagram. Go and check out my other music relaxing channel here on YouTube, and go and see the channel's membership, just in case you may find it useful. Once again, I am Maritza, and know that I will try my best to continue always keep bringing you ways on how to create a better bond with yourself and a more meaningful relationship with all those around you. Mwah. Till next time. Ciao, ciao, my loves. Ciao, ciao, my amores.